All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great. It's Tuesday now, man. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. The Phoenix Suns versus the Denver Nuggets. Let's just go and get this disclaimer out the way right now. Yes, I'm a Laker fan. Yes, the Suns put my Lakers out. Okay, so I got a little grudge. All right, I got a little grudge. Ain't that happy with the Suns right now? Because the way they did it, they saucering and all of that. Hey, what can you do? They held their business, man. What can I say? I get mad all I want to, but they did what they did what they did. They did what they were supposed to do. They took out the champs from last year. They handled their business. Hats off to Phoenix. That's all I can say, man. They did rub it in a little bit, but hey, that's sport, man. That's why we love sports, right? All right. But coming into this series, man, against the Denver Nuggets, who I thought been playing some really good ball. But tonight it wasn't falling. Tonight just wasn't their night, man. And you got to give the Suns credit defensively. And for one, when a team like Phoenix, right? And I'm just being honest. I'm not just to know this. When a team like Phoenix knocks off like a team like the Lakers, right? The champs, right? They could get that aha moment and have a letdown in the next series or the next night, especially the next game. So shouts out to Phoenix for saying, okay, we knocked out the Lakers. They the champs. That's good. We rubbed it in a little bit, but it's back to work. And you gotta be proud of that. If you're a Phoenix Suns fan or a fan of the NBA, you gotta salute that, man. So salute to Phoenix for staying focused. But let's talk about these Denver Nuggets. They were led tonight by Nikola Jokic, who was 10 of 23, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. Didn't go to the free throw line. Had 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. He gave you 22 points. You're gonna need a little bit more than that from Joker. I think in this series, the Joker need to be around between 25 and 30, for them to really be successful. Michael Porter Jr., who's been playing very, very well. He was 6 of 13, 3 of 8 from the three-point line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 15 points. He's capable of doing more, but again, you got to give the Suns defense some credit, man. Aaron Gordon gave you 18 tonight. He was 8 of 14, 0 for 3 from the three-point line. 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Like I said, he gave you 18. And Austin Rivers, who was recently inserted into the starting lineup, gave you 7. Campazzo, however you say his name, gave you 14. All in all, for Denver, you have to understand the Suns can score. So you're going to have to pick it. You're going to have to pick it up as far as scoring. Millsap gave you 9 off the bench. Jeff Green, he gave you, not Jeff Green, he gave you 10. And that, that's pretty much all I was talking about with that. Morris, who can be a spark plug off the bench, only gave you 2. He was 1 for 10 tonight. So they're going to make some adjustments. I expect Denver to do some better scoring moving forward. But I got it. But, you can't just say, the Nuggets didn't score, because they did put up 105 points. But you got to give credit to the Suns' defense and the Suns' intensity. And like I said, man, it was impressive to watch them come back after that Lakers series, not full of themselves, right? Because that could happen a lot. It happens way too often. We don't never talk about that. But a lot of times teams come back off a big win, they're feeling themselves, they hot tamale, and all of a sudden, you're like, what happened? Yeah, you got full of yourself, buddy. But the Suns didn't do that, man. They came out and they handled their business. And when you look at it, overall, they had a complete game. You look at the scoring, it wasn't like, Booker didn't cook them like he cooked the Lakers in Game 6. That boy was on fire. Sometimes you got to give it credit where credit is due. Booker was on fire in that game against the Lakers. But he came out tonight. He was 8 of 12, on to 12 shots. I expect that to go up as needed. He was 1 of 4 from three-point range. 4 from 6 for the free throw line. 8 assists, 1 steal, 4 rebounds. I think Book, and this is something I think he's learning from Chris Paul, actually, and this is a direct reflection of Chris Paul mentorship, is Book is saying, Do you need me to go get you 30, 35? Or do you need to play within the team? Tonight, you might not need me to be that guy. You know, I can get you 30, I can get you 20, 21 in this essence tonight, and we move forward. Chris Paul seemed to be doing much better from that shoulder. Had 21 tonight. He was 8 of 14, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal. Chris Paul. Not gonna say much on that, man. Chris Paul is definitely such an asset to any team he goes to. You look at what he did in OKC last year. You look at what he's doing in Phoenix this year. I mean, the team is growing. He's definitely leading them and showing them how to win and what it takes to win on a consistent basis. And I mean, we got to remember the Phoenix Suns team was a basement team, and now they're in the semifinals of the playoffs, looking dangerous, looking like a major threat. So, Ayton gave you 20. He's another young. The thing about Phoenix is they're only getting better. Like after this season, they're not going down. They're only going to get better and better and better as Booker, especially Ayton. I think Ayton's going to be big for this team in the future. He was 9 of 13, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 1 steal, 20 points. So he had an all-around game. Bridges gave you 23. He's another guy. He actually led him in scoring tonight. And Bridges is another guy that can really be, he can really get going when everyone else is, maybe Booker's not doing it or whatever, but Bridges is also, he's not a spark. I like to say spark plug guys for guys that come off the bench. Bridges don't come off the bench, but he's a guy that can really, really change and take over a game. And Crowder. No love lost for that guy. Nah, I was just kidding, man. 5 of 13, 3 from 9 tonight. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 14 points. Y'all know I'm just hating. I'm hating a little bit. I'm admit it, because you know he not only was dagging us with the threes, but he did the salsa on us and all of that. I'm hating. You know. Nah, I was just playing. Shout out to Crowder, man. You got to give it to him, man. You show up and do what you're supposed to do, you get the results you're supposed to get. So shout out to the Phoenix Suns, man. They're on a roll. They're a dangerous team. And I think the chip on their shoulder is coming from everyone pretty much had the Lakers beating them. And pretty much not validating the fact that they are number 2 in the West. Like that, they pretty much saying that was no accident. That was on purpose. We put in the work. We're that damn good, and you need to respect us. So, I mean, that's a lot. That right there will motivate a team with that chip on your shoulder when everyone thinking you're not as good as you actually are, and you know you're better, and everyone not giving you the credit you deserve. So we'll see. But congratulations to the Phoenix Suns, man. They up 1-0 over the Denver Nuggets. Phoenix, I'm not happy with y'all. Y'all put my Lakers out, but it is what it is. I gotta give you credit, man. You're doing your thing. Until next time, you gotta be good.